They don't believe. Well, they cut the line off like after an hour, and people were crying and people were upset. Man, like I came to see Jason right in front of the promoter. It was perfect. You couldn't plan it better than that. And then I said I'm staying. I don't know. Then I got really kind of upset. I was like, okay, well it's cool now. Now it's not because you all cutting the line off, and I got to take care of them. So I just moved the line and did what I had to do, and probably got a lot of people upset in the beginning because they didn't have the space for me. That's kind of how everything started. And the people, the fans embraced me, and they embraced my beliefs. Everyone else didn't believe in me, like everybody. And some people are saying that's just the way it is. And I go now to these shows, and I'm up against a lot of people. Look at the lineup. Here I am, there's 100 and something Power Rangers, and when I do shows with them, they're not flooded like my lines are. I'm wondering, how come? The blueprint's late for everyone else, but you have to bring your own personality to it. It's your personality that's going to sell the man behind the mask, not the toy. Why is the Green Ranger so popular? Like, in the White Ranger too, but I'm saying that overall is because of the branding, is the way that they branded it, but also is because I'm passionate about it. Amy Jo Johnson can be huge, even though she's huge now. If she just stepped up and embraced her fandom, she could be huge. But maybe that's not what she wants to do. I always remember with Amy, she's a real actress. And I remember that, and I was thinking, well, are we not doing a real acting job? And for her, it really wasn't. It was, and it's cool. It was, she's a real actress and does real things. Love her. I didn't get a chance to see her, but if I was her, I would be doing, like pink ribbon, cancer things. I would just really embrace who I was and try to help a lot of people and just reach out. But anyway, I can't speak for others, but I will speak for myself that I love doing it. I love staying positive, and I love teaching people things. And, maybe today you grabbed one thing and said, hey, I can do what I believe in. Is there any things that you guys, like, I'm not to go around the room, but anything that you've ever done that people said you can't do it, that maybe you are doing it, that people
For example, doing a podcast.
Yeah, podcast, there you go.
It's a lot of hard work. It's just not get a microphone, get on the internet. There's a lot of research and you one of the first people of major importance to the show, whatever, So this is
I would do a podcast, you just gotta give me information on how it's working.
you have to do that. I just started like maybe 2 weeks ago. Like after the UK, I was like, wow, I'm nobody. But
you gotta start somewhere, man. And sometimes you make those connections because you believe in yourself. The belief came through here. You raise your hand. You ask a question. It's not on purpose. It's an appointment, a divine appointment that you met the right person at the right time to do a podcast because you believe in what you believe in. And that's just how the world works. Next thing you know, I do this guy's podcast. 20 years from now, he becomes the biggest guy, and they ask, how was the relationship brought on? But it wasn't driven by, what can you do for me, and what can I do for you? That's not how relationships should be. And unfortunately, in my business, and everybody that friends, it's always, what can you do for me? From every ranger to asking me to do this and do that. It's just my life sometimes is so annoying when people just want me to do things and nothing in return. And sometimes in life, you just give and give and give and give and give. It's nice to give a little bit, even with a good relationship, So I'll be happy to do your podcast, man. And just keep striving to do what you can. Because I'll tell you one thing. I know you're not doing a podcast to pay your bills right now. And I never started acting to do that. I started acting because I loved it. Like when I started, I was like, I'll pay you. Like honestly, I'll just pay you to be in this movie. I want to do Power Rangers so bad, and acting is like my dream job. And look at the basketball players that get paid so much, millions and millions of dollars. They just love to play ball, and they're good at it. And Michael Jordan is, he was going through all being sick and all this stuff, and he just kept striving to do the best he can. And that's what I want to do. That's why I don't let the broken foot take me down, or I don't let nothing get in my head. Because if I do something, I want to do it the best I can. That's the reason why. If I'm late, it's a direct to me because it's like, yes. Well, I'll be right there. You just sometimes got to be hard on yourself, and if you just keep striving, and be hard on yourself. That's just the way it is. But anyway, all right. Do you have any questions? You all have? Wait, we got your questions. Yes. Yeah.
First, I want to say thank you for making my childhood amazing because I had your karate tapes. I watched Power Rangers every week. My brother made fun of me for it. I don't even know. But have they contacted you at all about the remake of Power Rangers that comes out in 2016? I know you probably get that question.
I'm doing media for all of them in San Diego Comic-Con. It's a big thing to let me come on and do all the media. It means something. What it means, I don't know, but I'm handling all the media and all the movie stuff. And Robert even wrote that, I'm on top of I'm really working on a Green Ranger series right now. So I'm working on a Green Ranger web series. Nothing too big, but it'll be huge. If they launch this in Saban and Lionsgate or whoever, Saban's on board. So we got that first thing clear. They're on board, so that's not an issue. So the next step is we got to figure out where we're going to take it and what we're going to do. But I need to get this thing going now. Not for any other reason except that I just want to get it going, get this Green Ranger series going to show where my character's been before the Mega War. And even after, you all going to wonder where, how it all worked out. I don't know. Y'all figure it out. Yeah.
In your Green Ranger series, first of all, have you been in contact with Austin at all?
I've been in contact with Austin. I mean, I see him out there, and we haven't really. I want to chat with him, but we haven't really chatted too much. There's obviously things, between us, but there's no beef. It's not like I'm holding grudges at all. I just really believe that at one point, like I believed in CM Punk. Like I was telling Bill, I believed in CM Punk when he said he wanted to fight. There's no hype. I was thinking, cool. Then we get that thing set up. I call the manager. There's a huge manager, represents all the UFC fighters. And then that thing then the hype, then just nothing contact. So there was one point where we wanted to do this Ranger versus Ranger because it's like 300 underground CIA fights and stuff. So we thought maybe we could work it out, but they never did. But no, it's not like we were like best friends and be like, hey, high five. I mean, the people that I got along with are the second cast members that came to my house and did stuff. I'm going to say right now, and I don't care who I say it to, I personally cannot get along with actors who hold themselves higher than anyone else. When you're extras on the show and you act like you can't eat with me, I don't want to associate. I'll come eat with you. My dad's a trucker. I never grew up with money. And that was never an issue for me. So when this whole strike thing went on, I wanted the money. I wanted no part of it at all because I felt like it was jeopardizing our job. I felt threatened. I felt like it was jeopardizing my job, because we're all supposed to be a team. And what they do represents us. You know what I mean? Just like now, everybody represents the brand. So we all got to stay clean. We all got to uphold the high standards because people don't know the difference. We do, but the next thing you know, this Power Ranger did this or this Power Ranger said that, and I take the heat on it. Like, oh, are you the Power Ranger that said this? I'm like, no, sir, I'm the Green Ranger. I'm like, yeah, it was the Green Ranger. It was like different season. So sometimes it gets mixed up, but I'm not in direct, contact. One day, we'll chat. But
Can I just say